What's up, Fire fam? My name's Kiahonfire and welcome back to Conan Exiles. Today we're going to be looking into places on the Isle of SIPTAH where we can go and find some nice named crafters and thralls, some really good locations to search for these kind of things. So let's get to it. Before we get in the meats and bones of this video, I must tell you something first though. How the NPC spawners actually work is if you want something of high quality, such as a named one, they often will have a much lower percentage of a chance to spawn. So they can have a 1 to 5% chance. Usually that would only be kind of like a 1% chance for most of them. So you must know that you're not always going to get what you want via this kind of thing. So you're not always going to get a named alchemist as soon as you see a location. If I show one off today, you might have to kind of refresh that spawner by keep killing the things that spawn there to be able to get one. That's how it works on the Exo lands. This is how it works on SIPTAH. I'm just showing you some locations. I found some really good ones and some of the ones that have more permanent spawners. Do bear in mind some crafter spawners are randomized, so one day it might be an alchemist there, the next day it might be a carpenter, and the next day it might be an armourer, or it might always be an alchemist. So that's kind of what we're talking about here on the differences, just so you know. If you want to test for yourself, if you have a solid spawn, if you really want something specific, you need to go into your file settings for single player or on a server, and you need to set your NPC spawner to a very low amount, so something like 0.1%. So they will spawn a lot. So every time you kill them off, they will immediately respawn, and that is a great way to test if this is a certain spawner that you need. So this one, for instance, always will give out alchemists. So this is kind of what we like here. If we want a good alchemist, we just have to keep killing them off and hoping that a nice one will kind of spawn. So that's the kind of test you do to be able to know if you want to test it yourself on certain spots that you think may be good for these areas. So definitely, yeah, go into the files, change that NPC spawn timer, or you can just listen to this video. Please note the normal game won't actually allow you to be able to give yourself admin and go through the server settings. What I mean by that is if you were to go into settings right now, that would revert your NPC spawner. You actually have to type in make me admin into the console so you can avoid that. So there you go, make me admin, just simple like that, and that way you'll know what to be able to activate this. So like I said, if you go into settings, it will reset it. If you do it that way and give yourself admin through the console, then you don't have to go into the settings panel, which means you can then go ahead and test those spawners out.
Where's the blacksmith?
Anyway, we're talking about spawners. Let's start off with alchemists. So as we were showing you already, this is a good spot for alchemists because it will always be alchemists. So it's a good place to come to be able to get yourself an alchemist. So Cold Heart Ruins, you could have a chance of getting something really good, or you could get a chance of getting something bad or mediocre or kind of good. If you want a chance for a named alchemist, definitely come and check out this location over here, Ruins of New Chemi. There's also a couple of other crafting spots around here. So I've noticed we have a carpenter over here. We've got some random spawners as well. But it's definitely worth a check out. You might find something cool here. Another good spot for alchemists is this location. You just seem to get a lot of them that kind of spawn under here consistently. So over here, quite close to the other one actually, the Late Shrine of the Birdmen.
Where's the blacksmith?
T is for Taskmaster. Our next location is for Taskmasters. Now, my friend found this was a pretty good location for getting Taskmasters because you have a chance of 3 of the spawners or 4 of the spawners being able to poof one out. This is one of them. Do bear in mind some of these spawners can spawn other things like a carpenter or something, but I'm just showing you this is a really good location because we've always seemed to be able to get a really good Taskmaster here, and it's very good and easy to farm here. The mobs aren't too challenging. The Stygians, so they're kind of like the relic hunters on the other map. And this is another one on the boat, so you can get a chance to get quite a few Taskmasters to recycle through here. So it's quite a really good location to be able to farm them out. So this place is right here. There's no map location for it. It's just a massive dock. You really can't miss it. Just down from there is also another really good location for Taskmasters we have found, because they have one at the archery camp. So you'll have a little archery place with a Taskmaster. They're kind of teaching them how to do stuff. This one there has a chance of spawning a named one. Yes, it does. If you wanted to know, also there's a Zaf priest here as well that you can get. But also here is another Taskmaster that seems to spawn quite a lot. They spawn quite a lot because they're telling kind of the other things what to do, so you always have a chance of getting one over here. So it could be good, or it might just be one of these Master Journeyman ones or something else, but you'll get something. If you want to know this location, this is the New Chemi docks, just down from the other one, so they're two really close spawners you can continuously farm out. Another pretty good location to come for a Taskmaster as one of the big Corsair camps. It is a really big one actually, where you can find all sorts of different kinds of thralls, including a named cook we have right here, but more importantly this guy has decided to spawn here, so he's kind of kneeling at the fireside. So we have a look on the map, we can see the Ashen Core right here on my player marker. Could be a place you could find one.
Where's the blacksmith?
Now we're looking for Armourers. This is a place you can get a constant Armourer spawner. So this is nice. Where they actually spawn is on this pile of people right here. Well, 2 people so far. And he kind of just patrols in this kind of circle around the fire. So this is one location right at this place on the map here. Another good location for Armourers is over here. Right on the edge of the map actually. But you can always get a consistent Armourer spawn here, so you can find something nice. Heretic Haunt is the place you're looking for. Coming back to this camp, this is also a good place for Armourers, right by the jailer up on this top section here. You could also get a bunch of other crafters here, so it makes it a really good location for thralls, unlike other locations. So if you did skip that part, then here's another little reference. The Ashen Core is where we are at.
Where's the blacksmith?
Now we are looking for blacksmiths. This is a place where you'll get a constant blacksmith spawner, so here's a pretty decent location, and it's really unpopulated, so it could be a good place to come to. If we take a look on the map right here, it's right at the end of these 2 fork pathways right over here. Another good location to go for blacksmiths is right here, so we have this blacksmith that always be at the blacksmith bench. So he always has the profession of a blacksmith, so of course you get those kind of spawns here. So this is at Baywatch Camp.
Where's the blacksmith?
Now we move on to Carpenters, and this is a good spot for one. So we're going to go up here. You can see there's a Carpenter's bench, and there's always seeming to be a Carpenter spawner right here. So you can get a mix of T1, T3, and then you can also get the T4s coming out this one. This is a good place to look at. We are at the throne place right here. Another pretty decent Carpenter spot is right here. We were here earlier looking for an Armourer, but here is a Carpenter spot just above. I did have a name one spawn here as well, that's quite nice. So you should always get Carpenters via this spot. So this is the Watchtower area right here. Another good spot for Carpenters is over here in the Dark Lands, so the Isle of Dusk. Very dark here, but always seems to spawn a Carpenter, so that's quite nice. Right here on the map.
Where's the blacksmith?
If you're looking for tanners, there's another one at Baywatch Camp, so here we go again. She has this tanning bench, so you should always get a tanner out of this spawner, whatever class that may be. As you can see, we're getting a bunch of the same kind of looking ladies right now for some reason. But you'll be able to get some tanners here either way. So we'll check it on the map. Here we go, Baywatch Camp. For tanners, they don't have too many consistent spots, but this seems to be one of them in the accursed area. Now, there does seem to be a thing where they like to get stuck on the stairs, and they kind of like to patrol. So as you can see, these 3 are getting absolutely stuck. Although, of course, when it comes to killing you, they will find the exact right path to come to you. So that's fine. But pretty much you're covered here to the Tower Watch Keep, and it's just over here.
Where's the blacksmith?
Now I'll be honest, cooks are probably one of the most common thing, to be honest. Now to be honest, cooks are probably one of the most common things on the Isle of SIPTAH when it comes to looking for thrall spawns. One of the great places you can find one always is under these broken ley shrines. There just seems to be an abundance of you guys. But there is one under this one, at the ley shrine of the Goblinoid. There is also one in the Fiends, and there is also one in the Birdmen. They're just everywhere. So those are really good locations. At most camps you could also find cooks as well. all over the place. So definitely give those ones in the middle a try first, and if not, you shouldn't have a problem getting a cook on this map at all.
Where's the blacksmith?
Now we're looking for smelters. This smelter seems to be one that is very consistent here. So it's always nice to pick this one up. This one is right here at the throne place, the Necataries throne, whatever you call that. Another good consistent smelter spawner is also over here, so you can come check this one out. This is over at the ruins of New Chemi.
Where's the blacksmith?
I'll show you my now favourite spots to come to in general for just a variety of thralls in general. Not gonna lie, as annoying as this one is with all the traps, it's the far better one out of all of the three. There are three massive camps, this is one of them. This one has awesome crafter spawners in it, in comparison to the other two, where it doesn't have ones that are quite up to scratch in comparison. So, if you haven't seen this place already, this is the Ashen Core. This is a very good place to come for thralls. Another good place is a place with a name that I cannot pronounce, which is always nice, isn't it? But oh well. We are here, and it's good for thralls, and I love coming here for that reason. So, you got plenty of those up on those kind of areas over there, and then you got a general bunch around the area. Great place to come. Definitely do come to the throne area for a variety of thrall. Another good variety spot is this place. We've already been a few times here in this video, but you got not one, not two, not three, and where's the other one? There is another one over here somewhere. There is about 4 to 5 different crafter spawners here. Nope, my bad. There's 6 different crafter No. 8 different crafter spots here. This is god tier if you want to just try and get something good out of these ones when it comes to random kind of good spawns to consistent spawns. Also, sorry, 9 different spawners here you could come for craft tier people. So definitely do come here. Very good place for all of your kind of needs here. Baywatch camp. Very good place for cooks. This does seem to be quite a lot of cook spawners as well here. And randomizers. This one used to be a cook when I first came here, but it's now a smelter. So it's a very good place to be. Another really good spot for an assortment of things is this place. You get all sorts here. You get taskmasters, dancers, carpenters, blacksmiths, cooks. You name it, there is many spots for these kind of spawns to come across. Even priests, like the new religion one, that you might find useful as well. So there's a bunch of spots around this location here. We have already been here in this video. New Chemi Docks. And another one I really do quite like is over here. You got a nice variety here too. You got priests, cooks, dancers, bearers, and more taskmasters in this area. Plus it has loads of chests. The neat thing about this area is you can literally go on a circuit. It's a really good place actually. So you can start off up here. There's a nice camp there, then there, then there. You could also visit here. So there's a bunch in a row, and then you have like a bunch around here, Dusky Inlet, and there's a secret one kind of around this area too, I believe, or it might be over here somewhere. But it's a really good area to just go around the beach in a circuit, kind of like that, and then you should find some really nice spawns in these locations. There seems to be quite a nice variety. And even on this point right here, you got a bunch of stuff also. So there's some really good spots. A lot of them do seem to be in the south for some reason. So if you need some really good crafters, you probably don't want to live up north, I'm not gonna lie. Otherwise you're going to be travelling a lot or trying to, you know, you can still get some really good ones up north. There just seems to be more variety and more spawners for crafters or good named crafters down in the southern areas. Anyways, that's just my take on it and what I'm kind of giving out for advice if you're stuck and you don't really know where to look. Well, I hope this video helps you out. Anyway, thank you for watching, I love you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye!